The guitar case lay open on the rain-slicked sidewalk, collecting more drops than dollars. Maya Chen had been playing for 3 hours in downtown Nashville, her fingers numb, her voice hoarse, when a woman in oversized sunglasses and a baseball cap stopped at the edge of the small crowd that had gathered. Maya didn't recognize her at first. She was too focused on the chord progression, on holding the attention of the 7 people who'd paused their evening walks to listen. But there was something about the way this woman stood, completely still, arms crossed, head tilted in that particular way musicians have when they're really listening, not just hearing. Maya finished her original song, Midnight Frequencies, and the small crowd applauded politely. A few people dropped bills into her case. The woman in the cap didn't move. "That bridge," the woman said, stepping closer as the crowd dispersed. "You changed the key signature mid-phrase. That's ambitious." Maya felt her cheeks flush. "Yeah, I've been working on that. Trying to make it less predictable. It works." The woman pulled her cap lower, but Maya caught a glimpse of blonde hair tucked underneath. "How long have you been writing?" 5 years seriously. 7 if you count the terrible stuff from high school. Maya laughed nervously, suddenly aware that this stranger seemed genuinely interested. "Are you a musician?" The woman smiled, a smile Maya had seen 1,000 times on screens, on magazine covers, on the poster that used to hang in her childhood bedroom. Recognition hit like a lightning strike. "Oh my God," Maya whispered. "You're just someone who appreciates good music," Taylor Swift said quickly, glancing around. The street was relatively empty now, the dinner rush over, the evening settling into that quiet pocket of time between commuters and nightlife. "Can I ask you something? That song, Midnight Frequencies, what's it about?" Maya's mind raced. Taylor Swift was standing on a Nashville sidewalk asking about her music. This couldn't be real. But the woman waiting patiently for an answer was very real, very present, and genuinely curious. "It's about connection, I guess," Maya managed. "How we're all broadcasting these signals into the void, hoping someone's tuned to the right frequency to hear us. It's about loneliness in a crowded world." Taylor nodded slowly. "Play it again." "Seriously?" "Seriously." Maya's hands trembled as she positioned her guitar. She closed her eyes, took a breath, and began. This time, knowing who was listening, the song took on new weight. Every word felt more vulnerable, every note more exposed. But she pushed through, letting the music carry her past the fear. When she finished, she opened her eyes to find Taylor had crouched down beside the guitar case, examining the scattered coins and bills. "You know what this song needs?" Taylor said. "What?" "Harmony. And a bigger audience." Taylor stood up and pulled off her sunglasses. "May I?" Maya's heart hammered. "May you what?" "Play with you. If you want." Yes. "Yes, absolutely, but I only have one guitar." Taylor grinned. "I'll manage." She turned to the street, where a few people had started to notice something was happening. "Can someone lend me a guitar for a few minutes? I promise I'm good for it." A guy in his 20s, who'd been walking past with his girlfriend, stopped dead. "Holy, you're Taylor Swift." "I am," Taylor confirmed. "And my friend here is Maya Chen, and she's incredibly talented. Do you have a guitar I can borrow?" Within minutes, word had spread. Someone ran to a nearby music shop. Someone else started live streaming. People emerged from restaurants and bars, phones raised, forming a crowd that grew from 10 to 50 to over 100. Maya felt panic rising. This is insane. I can't play for this many people. I don't. Taylor placed a hand on her shoulder. Hey! Look at me. You've been playing your heart out for strangers all evening. These people? They're the same strangers. They just want to hear something real. And you? You've got that in spades. A guitar arrived, a beautiful acoustic someone had literally brought from home 3 blocks away. Taylor tested it, tuned it quickly, and turned to Maya. Okay, here's what we're going to do, Taylor said, pitching her voice low so only Maya could hear over the crowd's excited chatter. Start midnight frequencies just like before. When you get to the second verse, I'll come in with harmony. Then at the bridge, that key change you do, I'll follow your lead. This is your song. Your moment. I'm just here to help you share it. Maya looked at the sea of faces, at the phones pointed toward them, at the impossible situation unfolding. Then she looked at Taylor, who was smiling with genuine warmth and encouragement. Okay, Maya said. Let's do this. She struck the first chord, and miraculously, her fingers didn't shake. The crowd quieted instantly. Maya began to sing, and for the first 8 bars, it was just her, just like it had been for 3 hours. Just her and her song and the street. Then Taylor's voice joined hers, weaving underneath and around Maya's melody like golden thread through fabric. The harmony was perfect, intuitive, as if they'd rehearsed for weeks. The crowd gasped, then fell silent again, mesmerized. As they moved through the verses, something magical happened. Maya forgot about the cameras. She forgot about the celebrities standing beside her. She forgot about everything except the music, the way their voices blended, the way Taylor instinctively knew when to pull back and when to soar, the way the song she'd written in her tiny apartment suddenly felt huge and alive under the Nashville sky. When they reached the bridge, Maya took the key change even bigger than usual, and Taylor followed seamlessly, adding her own flourishes that elevated the entire piece. The crowd had grown to several hundred now, spilling into the street, halting traffic. But on that corner, in that moment, there was only the song. They finished together, the final chord ringing out into the evening air. For a heartbeat, there was perfect silence. Then the crowd erupted. Cheers, applause, whistles, the sound of hundreds of people who'd just witnessed something unexpected and beautiful. Maya's eyes filled with tears. Taylor pulled her into a hug. You're the real deal, Taylor whispered in her ear. Don't you ever forget that. When they separated, Taylor addressed the crowd. This is Maya Chen, everybody. Remember that name. I want you to look her up. Follow her. Support her. Because what you just heard, that's the future of music right there. More cheers. Maya's guitar case was now overflowing with bills. People were tossing in 20s, 50s, even hundreds. But more valuable than the money were the dozens of people asking for her social media handles, promising to stream her music, requesting her Venmo to send additional support. A young girl, maybe 16, pushed through the crowd. Can I get a picture with both of you? She asked shyly. Taylor looked at Maya. What do you think? This is your show. Maya laughed, still overwhelmed. Yes, of course. They spent the next 20 minutes taking photos, signing autographs, Maya signing her first ever autographs, and talking with fans. Taylor made sure to redirect attention to Maya constantly, asking her to tell people about her music, about her inspirations, about where they could find her songs. Finally, as the crowd began to disperse and reality started to settle back in, Taylor returned the borrowed guitar to its owner with profuse thanks and turned to Maya one last time. "This was special," Taylor said. "Thank you for letting me be part of it." "Thank you." Maya shook her head in disbelief. "You just changed my entire life." "No," Taylor said firmly. "Your talent changed your life. It was always going to happen. I just got to be here when it started." She pulled out her phone. "Can I get your number? I know some people who should hear your music." "No promises, but let's stay in touch." As they exchanged information, Maya felt like she was floating. This couldn't be real. But the ache in her fingers from playing, the hoarseness in her throat, the weight of the money in her guitar case, it was all real. "One more thing," Taylor said, preparing to leave. "Keep playing these streets. Keep writing songs that matter. Success isn't about getting discovered, it's about being so undeniably good that discovery becomes inevitable. You're already there. The rest is just timing." With a final wave, Taylor disappeared into the Nashville night, leaving Maya standing on the corner where she'd been busking for months, surrounded by strangers who were now pulling up her music on their phones, adding her to their playlists, becoming the first members of what would grow into a devoted fanbase. Maya looked down at her guitar, at the case overflowing with bills and business cards and hastily scribbled notes of encouragement. She thought about the hundreds of videos being uploaded right now, the hashtags that were probably already trending, the impossible chain of events that had started with one woman stopping to really listen. Then she smiled, set down her guitar case, and began to play again. Because that's what musicians do. They play. They share. They broadcast their frequencies into the world, hoping to connect. And sometimes, on rare and perfect evenings, they find that the whole world is finally tuned in and listening. The crowd that had started to leave turned back. More people came. And as Maya sang into the night, her voice now confident and free, she understood what Taylor had meant. This wasn't the end of her journey as a street musician. It was the beginning of everything else. The magic wasn't in meeting a superstar. The magic was in being ready when opportunity arrived, in having spent thousands of hours honing her craft, writing her songs, finding her voice. The magic was in the music itself, in the connection it created, in the courage it took to share something real and vulnerable with strangers on a street corner. As the last notes of her next song faded into the Nashville night, Maya Chin knew one thing for certain: she would never forget the evening that Taylor Swift stopped to listen, not because of the fame or the exposure that would follow, but because it had taught her the most important lesson of all. Your frequency is worth broadcasting. Someone out there is listening. And when you stay true to your art, the right people will always find you. Even on a rain-slicked sidewalk, with just a guitar and a dream.